everybody. This is another quick movie review. This time we've got Slashening, the second one, The Final Beginning. So, Dave, I'm going to start off with you, man. What do you think?
All right. Well, this film is written and directed by Brandon Bassham. This is the sequel to the first Slashening. I don't remember what year exactly that came out. I think it's a relatively new film. But yeah, these are just like slasher parody films, and they're really well made. Very funny. Lots of crude pranks, I guess. And I don't know, I guess in the first film, Josh, remind me, the neighbors are the killers, right?
Oh, I don't even remember in the first one. I watched it a while ago. Oh my God, Dave, putting me on the spot, buddy.
So yeah, so we had this, there's a
well, this one came out 5 years later. This was last year, 2020. The first Slashening was 2015.
Okay. Oh, it was a while ago, actually.
So here's the thing.
5-year difference.
All right.
So here's the thing. I have not seen either film. And so right now I need you guys to kind of like fill me in, let me know what's going on.
Yeah. So this one connects from the first one. There's this sleepover that's happening. It's kind of like a slumber party massacre sleepover. The guys show up. But there's these neighbors, uptight neighbors. This is all in the first one. There's these uptight neighbors that keep complaining about noise and like forewarning them not to make too much noise. As the night ensues, they're making noise and they're all getting, picked off one by one. But the way things happen and all like the stereotypical characters, it's just super funny. The jokes are actually really, really funny. In the second one, though, we get 5 years later, the main character, the survivor from the first one, moves to Brooklyn and tries to start a new life. And things kind of go on from there. Josh, can you kind of share, you saw this more recent than me, so can you just kind of go in a little bit more detail about this one?
Yeah, so the second one has the guy who survived the first one. He has his eye missing, his penis got cut off, like half his face is burned. And so he starts a support club for people that were victims of slashers. And he has this little support club for him. And the whole time he has this support club, there's a slasher running around killing people with the same mask as before. So, and this one gets like above and beyond the first one. It does make reference to the first one, like, remember when 20 pizza guys died? So it was, they made jokes from the first one, which was pretty cool. But
yeah.
So what did you actually think of it, Dave? Because I'm going to throw all kind of spoilers. So if you're not into spoilers, don't watch this. But
I really enjoyed it. I think that Brandon has like a really gross sense of humor, and it shows in this one. It's a Troma film, so you kind of know what you're getting right there when you're watching it on the Troma app. The kind of humor you're going to get. He really goes for it in this one. The first one, there was a lot of stuff like implied. I guess, it was still pretty grotesque, but like with this one, everything is just, it's right in your face. And so he does like really good characters, like they're funny. Some of them are like you want to see survive, some you can't wait for them to die, but they just never die, which I think is the best part. Like this guy with one eye just keeps surviving and you just like want him to go because he's so annoying. But he just keeps hanging on. So it's like they kind of play with all the characters a little bit, and like the thing that would normally happen in it is like the exact opposite of what will happen in this film.
Yeah, there's one scene in particular. There's a docking scene. So I don't know if you know what that is, but when somebody has a foreskin, they have penis touching.
Oh my God, I forgot about that scene.
The foreskin. And I didn't know what that was. And me and my wife were talking about docking. And I was like, that's what the kids are calling this. What is this? And it's apparently like a thing that homosexuals do, and I didn't know. So the scene happened where they're docking, and the guy stabs him through the penis, and they get stuck together. And I'm on the ground rolling, and they're like trying to move, and they're like, ah, ah, ah. It was so funny.
Yeah.
So I recorded it, and I sent that scene to my wife, and she did not find it the humor that
there's another really grotesque scene where the man that Josh referred to, whose penis is cut off, they show what's remaining, and he has an orgasm, and it's literally the most disgusting thing I've ever seen a close-up of. Oh God, it's like, well, that's what I'm saying. In this film, they show everything, and the special effects, I guess, are pretty great because it looked gross and definitely did
get the job done.
They got the job done. Yep. So yeah, they really go for it. The humor is like beyond. The first one is a lot of like kind of teen humor or like, you know, slumber party kind of humor.
Yeah.
This is like taking it up a notch. So he's like, we gotta outdo that first one. And I'll be honest, I love the first one. So this one was definitely amplified.
Yeah, the support group themselves, the characters, like there's so many like just stupid characters, and you're like, please just fucking die. A lot of them, like one of the guys, like he's like, oh, I didn't want to bother you to ask your permission, so just ignore my penis rubbing on your back. Like,
oh my God.
Oh, it's so skeevy. So
yeah.
skeevy.
A lot of jokes about consent and stuff like that.
There's a whole consent scene, and the killer's like, really? Like, and he's moving up closer and closer, and they're like, is it okay if I touch your breast? Is it okay if I take off your bra? Like the whole thing. And finally the killer's like, fuck you, and just like, it was beautiful. Beautiful movie.
It was beautiful.
So I think this is one, Brandon. I do think you know, you got to watch the first one, but
are they both streaming on Troma Now?
They're both streaming on Troma Now. This one just released this month. Okay. So definitely worth watching. I think you're going to find them funny. I think you're going to enjoy them. Yeah, these are like, I didn't know how I missed them. I guess I'd probably seen it like on, you know, going through the streaming apps and just never stopped on it. So I kind of feel like I found a little bit of like a unknown treasure with the first one, and you know, the second one is definitely one that I'll be recommending to people.
All right.
There's a lot of slasher comedies, but these two, they're probably the best that I've seen.
Yeah. As I was watching the first one, I was like, this is a slasher comedy that I actually find very funny. Yeah. Like, you know, like Shaun of the Dead's hilarious. Like that's one of the ones I really love. But like, this is more of like a not another teen movie type funny. So it's a different kind of humor and comedy. So if you like that kind of stuff, like American Pie, think of like a horror version of that or something. Yeah. So
the second one literally like had me like literally on the ground, like in hysterics, like dying of laughter. So well played. All
right. So I look forward to seeing what Brandon Bassham has coming out in store for us in the future, if these are, you know, any sign of what he has under his sleeve. So check it out. All right. Well, that will conclude our mini review of Slashening, The Final Beginning.
Did we convince you, Brandon? Did we convince you?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check them out now since they're streaming on the Troma Now app. So I didn't know where to find them. So
yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, that will conclude it. Check them out. See you guys later.
Take it easy.